Hello, welcome. This is Maniac Tim from Maniac Sports. Uh, sorry I haven't been on for a while, but I've been fighting asthma issues and stuff. But hey, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys enjoyed the game tonight. Um, yeah, it was pretty good. Uh, but of course, Kansas City kind of pretty much kicked butt. Yeah, it really wasn't. It really wasn't a contest. I don't know. There's a lot of issues with the um, or with the Denver Broncos that need to be fixed, and it'll probably take a while to get fixed. But yeah, hopefully they can solve the problems within time. Hey, Grandizer 12, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm finally starting to feel better. Yeah, yeah, it looked like a pretty predictable game, I guess. I guess you would say. Yeah, it was. Everybody thought the Chiefs would win. I didn't think they would win by, well, yeah, Denver has trouble really scoring, and that's kind of been a problem here. And I don't know, Denver got a lot of work, a lot of work. Well, I had an asthma attack, and then I've been fighting a cold too. So Sunday or Sunday came in, and I had to quit my last stream. I was coughing so much, so it was just finally I'm starting to feel better, and it was really wearing me out too when I got home from work and stuff before. Hey, thank you guys for joining Maniac Sports. This is, of course, Tim's Maniac Sports, um, and yeah. So, how did you guys like the game? Uh, if anybody wants to hop in, they're more than welcome to. I'll put a link in the uh, like put a link in the chat here. Control. Yeah, but I am feeling better now finally, and things are getting things are getting better. So yeah, what brings out the maniac in you guys? Right now I'm not streaming on Twitch, just YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. I decided to see what X is what it's called now. I will go back to Twitch later on, but so I've been looking at the power rankings, and a lot of people are saying the Detroit Lions are ranked like between 5 and 3 is what I've been hearing. So that's really something for them to be ranked that high as far as in overall in the NFL. Of course they gotta just keep playing like they've been playing, and find ways of winning, create ways of winning, and that's why you do it. You take on your competition and you go ahead and beat them down to the ground if you have to. But yeah, I really want to see that happen. Uh, and another thing that's inspiring too is even though the Lions had injuries, they were still able to win big. I mean, you know, two of their offensive weapons were out, and they still were able to make it not even a contest. Where Seattle, or not Seattle, Carolina, it wasn't even a contest. I mean, they came close, and that one-handed grab that uh, Aiden Hutchinson had, oh my God. And I'll tell you what, Ben Johnson, he's one of the best offensive coordinators that I've seen. Some of the plays are, yeah. Ben Johnson, definitely the coach of the week, hero of the week is, I gotta give it to Aiden Hutchinson, Sam Laporte, uh, and um, honorable mention. Um, uh, well, not an honorable mention, but definitely Jared Goff did great. David Montgomery, God, he was definitely a hero. He ran like a beast. He's been running like a beast, like crazy, you know. And honorable mention to Marvin Jones. He had two receptions that really helped us out. Khalif Raymond, man, I'll tell you what, that guy may be little as hell, but he can run. He can get some yards, So I mean, that's just it's shoot. It's just so. Even Will Harris showed up. I mean, that was crazy. Will Harris has been known for taking days off and not being really great at what he does, but he showed up, you know, in a couple big plays and stops. So it just was unreal. I mean, it's yeah, I did hear Sam Laporte is dealing with a calf injury, you know. But one of the things that about Sam Laporte is that they're ranking him, as far as with tight ends, not only as the best rookie tight end, but they're ranking him good, as far as one of the best as far as in all tight ends in the league, And if you look at that, that just shows how deep and how well Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes, um, Chris Spielman, and all of them know how to draft and is working together to get this, uh, to get the draft in order, and really getting the players. You know, when you think of just 2 years ago, this team was so depleted, so so uh, loss of talent. But this being because of salary cap issues and stuff like that. And the turnaround that Jared Goff has had, I mean, the amount of, you know, he hasn't had very many interceptions this year, and that really makes a difference. All right, Maniac Kojak, the Night Stalker, season 1, episode 7. Uh, the Devil's Platform. But I also like how Dan Campbell is like, yeah, you don't got very far to if you want to fight, you just come to us. We're not hiding. Lions news: could Detroit Lions trade Jamison Williams for Brian Burns? Sports Illustrated. Until was there. That could happen. I don't think it's going to happen, but that could happen. I know, the writer said it. I mean, suggested it. Would it be somebody that could get us over the hump? Maybe, maybe. You know, I mean, and if you look at Jamison Williams, you know, he's been, injuries has plagued him, but I think part of the deal would have needed to be that, yeah, that Brian Burns would need to sign for a long range contract too, because we don't want it to just be like a 1 year rental, because then that would be stupid. Tim Heath hide if he had to deal with him? The devil's platform. Oh gosh, I, I'll tell you what. The devil sometimes wears stripes, black and white stripes. Oh, that's the demons that run the devil's work. And if you know what I mean by black and white stripes. Okay, it's kind of hard to pick my Lions bum of the week because I'll tell you, I really like the way they perform. I mean, unless you go to the injury roster, but I mean, the the I'm sorry, I really cannot pick out bums right now because I mean this team is playing on all cylinders and I can't, I mean, even I cannot knock what what um our defensive coordinator did because I mean we held them in check. I mean, yeah, there was a couple times they ran down the field, but overall we controlled that game. I mean, and we were able to keep the lead throughout the game. It really wasn't a close contest. Lions Detroit knew Brock Mountain, Brock Martin improving timetable for NFL dispute unknown. Sports Illustrated. Yeah, but yeah, the oh boy. Of course, Emmanuel Mosley. I mean, I'm not going to give him a bum of the week as far as bad luck. I mean, here his first day back from from the ACL, the one ankle you're going out, and then the foot in the next one, you know, the other ankle goes out. So that's I mean, that's not a bum of the week. It's just freaking bad luck. So I guess if I were to take a bum of the week, I would need to say Murphy's Law because you know that just kind of struck. So I'm not going to blame Emmanuel Mosley for it, but that would be you know he's out again. And it's just one of those things. Injury strikes. But yeah. So everything is kind of going pretty good here. Uh, I wish I should have went with Twitch instead of YouTube, but I went with all right instead of Twitter. Sometimes I get people watching on Twitter, or Twitch, not Twitter. Uh, but I just wanted to try that out. Friday the 13th tomorrow. Oh yeah, that's right. Actually, it's already Friday the 13th right now. You know, over here it is because it's 12:44, so it's actually Friday the 13th. So I guess we could almost call this early free for all Friday if I had more of the crew that would come in. I don't think they're going to come this time of the night. Oh, you try? Oh, I really didn't. I didn't see a message. I tried to reach you on via Facebook. Yeah, we do gotta release the beast. There goes the coughing again, but it's not. Lions news: Detroit Lions Brad Holmes addressed upcoming NFL trade deadlines. Yeah, I know, I know. I hate that. Believe me, I hate that. I mean, even when I have cough drops in, it still comes. It's crazy. That's one maniac I don't want to release is that for sure. Oh boy. Yeah, but yeah, if they can find somebody that will go ahead and put them over the top to make them that Super Bowl contender, you know, I mean, even if they could find a couple people, I always said, would I, I may feel a little bit different than some people, but in order to get to that Super Bowl team, I would I would sacrifice some future seasons to get to that Super Bowl to be that contender. I mean, I know they're talking about the Lions being, you know, we still have in the NFC North, we still have the Eagles that are undefeated. You know, we have you know, of course, um, San Francisco 49ers, which are a very good team, very good offense, very good defense. You know, um, we got to see how we match up with some teams like Dallas. We got to go to Dallas this year again, late in the season. We only played one NFC North opponent so far. Who knows what this? I don't know if the Bears winning and actually showing, kind of showing up in Denver the first half. If the Bears are actually going to be better than what they are, you know, than what they've been. I don't know if this is actually a start of the Bears coming out. I think that with Jefferson being gone for uh, for the Vikings, I could really see the Bears winning this game. Because it's this week the Bears and the Vikings going at it. I could see the Bears winning it. Uh, of course, we don't know. We go down to Tampa. 4:25 Eastern Standard Time over at Tampa. They're it's we're in their building, but we can co- we went to the ex Super Bowl champs buildings and we beat them there. So Lions all need to show up. From what I hear, Jamar Gibbs is going to be playing. Also, St. Brown will be playing. So those are our two offensive weapons that we didn't have. Now, who knows what's going to go on with Sam Laporte? Will he be able to play with his injury? Lions news discussion: Should the Lions be buyers, sellers, or neutral in the trade deadlines prior to Detroit? Now, it depends on what we could get. Like I said, if we could get a couple people that would put us over the top, then I wouldn't mind being buyers. That's going to just go ahead and push us into that next level. And we got to see what type of price that is going to cost to get these people too. Yeah, Lion, Detroit Lions. Buccaneers rivalry has been played 60 times, including one postseason game. with the Lions winning 31 games and the Buccaneers winning 29 games. Detroit Lions lead the series 30-29 with 0 ties. Yeah, and of course, you know, when we used to have the NFC Central back when, the Lions and Bucks used to play twice every year. So that was a lot back then, and it seemed like it was, when I started watching football, we would win one or they would win one, yeah, and that's unfortunately, you know, uh, punt return for. Yeah, I was watching NFL Network, and one of the team that the that the Tampa Bay first got their punt against was the Detroit Lions. You know, and it's weird on how those awful orange jerseys, were kind of really teased. Um, Creamsicle jerseys and stuff like that, what they're called, how they were teased way back when, and they were so excited when, you know, a lot of people liked when they got the new jerseys, the new colors and stuff like that. But I found out why their jerseys used to be orange, and it was because they were actually the color of the orange. They had nothing to do with the color of creamsicle. They wanted to go ahead and reflect the orange, uh, the color of the oranges, the orange groves and stuff. So that used to be, that were in Tampa Bay and stuff. So that's why that Florida was real known. I had, because of vacation, I had 2 day off. Um, I have been working most of the week. This is my last week where I have at least Thursday and Friday off. I just have been getting rid of my vacation because, I at the 18th of this month, my anniversary at work, so I had to have my vacation used up by then. They pay it out, but I I just really wanted to actually take most of it, and I was able to take most of it. I think I'll have like 10 hours I didn't use or something like that. I wish you would. I wish I wish they would play a gauge with the 1980 jerseys. The old Buccaneers logo was cool. Yeah, and actually, I think they're supposed to play with the old jerseys um, on Monday. You know, but I just remember that's one of the things that they used to really I mean, that was just one of the things that were the color used to be. Some of the people used to make fun of that color. So gotta do something here real quick. Uh, yeah, but yeah, I really never minded the jerseys, but I know a lot of people did. You know, I'm just doing something real quick here. I'll be okay. Go back to. Yeah, I'm back. Do you know what the Buccaneer is? I think they are large celebrations in Tampa about the Buccaneers? I thought they were pirates. That's what the Buccaneers were. You know, that's what I thought. I remember they used to, the old logo on the hat was the kind of had like a pirate with a knife in the mouth or the dagger in the mouth. Yeah, the logo was cool. I thought the logo was cool. Yeah, the color was an issue. Yeah. It's just like the New England Patriots, back then a lot of people would tease about their old logo because that old logo was basically just representing I'm a Patriot soldier, a Minuteman. But people used to tease about that. Am I eating? Shoot. Oh, I had some beef today. Shoot. Yep, pirates. Do you recall seeing pirates in the Atlantic Ocean? You were a young lad. Then yes. Good one, good one. Yeah, I really remember that, seeing all these pirates and stuff like that. But if you look at it, even pirates are still around nowadays. They may not look like that. I like the old pirate logo. Oh yeah, yeah, the pirates should be labeled the the people's team. Oh yeah, excuse me. The Patriots should be labeled the people's team. Well, you got uh, well, why? Because they had so many championships under Brady. I mean, they were. Yeah, but everybody has their own team. It's just like the Cowboys always used to be named. The Cowboys used to be named America's team, and stuff like that. Everybody has their own team, and I don't think they represented the whole United States. Well, I do definitely like that old logo, the Tampa Bay old logo. I like the Lions logo when they had like the lion, and then they had like the blue and silver stripe on there. By the way, is this Kevin? Is this Kevin from work? Lion's old logo was the silver helmet, right? I can't recall what year that was. Yeah, when they didn't have an emblem on the when they didn't have an emblem on the helmet, that that helmet sucked. That helmet did suck. Yeah, I figured that, especially when you said, and I should have known that right away. That was you. How you doing, bud? Yeah, Kevin is a Tom Brady fan, a Aaron Rodgers fan, and this year both of them aren't playing football. But I'm sure Aaron Rodgers will be playing next year. Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Yeah, uh, Tim, the Lions all okay. Tim, the Lions are all gone around Detroit, right? This is the pathetic Lions how they get their logo and a prehistoric line how they get there. Yeah, I really read that wrong. I act that word up big time. Yeah, yeah, prehistoric line. I'll tell you, but yeah, some uh, their old uniforms were really bad too. I mean, I know when they did their throw when I first seen their throwbacks and their yeah, I mean just a silver helmet, no logo on it, and do you, Grandizer and Kevin, does anybody remember what team was the first to put a logo on their helmet? Because it used to be all the teams didn't have logos, but there was one team in particular that started it all. You know, of course, this was way before we were watching. Yeah, I know. Yeah, like I said, I really butchered that. No, actually, and I mean, I could be wrong on this, but good guess, Kevin. It was actually the Rams because yeah, and this is what I heard. Is that one of the Rams players were was playing, and he went ahead and drew the horns on his helmet. He just went ahead and did it himself. Then all of a sudden, that was what started it, from what I heard. But Dallas and the Cardinals are good guesses. And I mean, like I say, this is not for. I mean, I remember hearing it one time on on one of these sports. It was a long time ago. On one of these sports shows where they said that that's how the logo got on. How teams started wearing the logos and stuff. Was it was a Ram player, and I can't remember what Ram player did it. He got on the sideline, painted. But I mean, I could be wrong. But maybe Dallas or the Cardinals went ahead and actually incorporated it faster than what the Rams did. Who knows? You know. But I just heard that was what started it all. So, but yeah, you guys are watching Tim's Maniac Sports. Oh yeah, wow. Oh, the Rams, yeah, wow, yeah. They were in Cleveland Rams too, right? Or Chicago Rams. Yeah, I cannot remember in which era or which city they were in when they did that. But yeah, but if you look at the Rams, shoot, they have moved around a lot. If they were Cleveland, Chicago, then they went to L.A., then they went to St. Louis, and now they're back in L.A. So, and wasn't like Dallas in a different city at one time? The Cowboys. You know, See, look, I go ahead and get us started into some old trivia, and there's like a lot of trivia I don't know, but I mean, I, there was like a lot. Now, the first team that I remember relocating is actually the um, I mean, this wasn't the first team that relocated. Okay, this was the first team that relocated when I was watching, and that was when the Colts moved from Baltimore to Indianapolis. I mean, that was the first one that I remember, but I know there was other teams that relocated before that, way before that. Tim, which team right now has their worst logo? Wow. Hmm. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and look it up. Now I'm just going to look at the logos and see NFL logos. You know what? I would need to say I would need to say Washington. That's what I would need to say right now. Washington. Colts. I mean, at least it's something. Washington is just a W. You know. Oh yeah, the Indian. Yeah, they were the. Yeah, I remember that. But as far as for the worst logo right now, I would need to say Washington. I mean, which one do you think has a worst logo? Oh, geez, it took a time to get over. I think you mean time, long time to get over the Colts in another division. Always like them in the AFC East. Okay, yeah. Well, remember before there was expansion, there was some teams that didn't, they wasn't all evened out, and there were some teams that had like five and some had four and stuff. When we had the three, when we had the Central, and remember when Seattle used to be in the AFC because Seattle was which one I don't care for is the Titans. E, it's a rather pain. Yeah, Tennessee Titans. Never got over Titans moving and the Oilers moving and the Oilers logos was rather cool. Yeah, that's true. That's true. The Oilers logo was, but that was one of those things where, in Tennessee, there's not a lot of oil, you know. So yeah, I could see the name change. I'll tell you, the logo might have been cool, but I remember those baby blue uniforms though. They took a lot of razzing, having the baby blue uniform. But yeah, that oil well. But you know who has a like a oil well now? I think it's the Houston and the USFL team. They have the oil well now. No, not USFL team. The Houston in the XFL team. But that oil well is not near as. I mean, that logo was not near as good as the other one, as the Oilers logo. But I'll tell you, Warren Moon, he was one hell of a quarterback for the Oilers. That's for sure. I mean, it's. I know they never really won a Super Bowl, but he was one heck of a good quarterback. You would have thought that Tennessee would go with a prehistoric creature there. Okay, yeah. Oh boy, the Tennessee Titans, man. I'll tell you. Well, what was really weird is when, of course, the Arizona Cardinals, they used to be in St. Louis, and you had the St. Louis Cardinals baseball team and St. Louis Cardinals um, football team. So that was weird. I think the Houston Texans is a lazy logo mascot. Like they don't even put any effort into it. Like they didn't even put any effort into it. Yeah. Well, that could be one of those things trying to be them trying to be cool and then just actually making it worse. Oh, let me see something here. No, I don't want that one. I got the wrong one. Huh. Tim, actually, yeah, I want to get back to. Actually, I think the Panthers logo is pretty cool. Um, you always like the Saints logo. Yeah, that's cool. A throwback when the French owned the area. Yeah, yeah, that is a cool logo too. You know, I really, I, I like the Panthers logo. Um, I do, yeah, I do like the Tampa Bay new logo. I like that. You know, it's more like it's more like the pirate ship and stuff like that. So I do like that logo. Raiders logo is pretty cool, and that really hasn't changed. Um, Now Jacksonville Jaguars logo just by itself. I mean, I know it's another cat. The Houston Maniacs LL use your logo on their helmet. Yeah. That would be cool. That'd be cool as hell. Oh gosh, yeah. Actually, that would, yeah, just oh wow. Have the uniforms be. I mean, we have them look like we broke out of straight jackets. Yeah, the Seahawks logo. Seahawks logo's cool too. Definitely. Yeah, definitely the Seahawks logo is cool. So I'm gonna see this. I can get the right one. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do earlier when I pulled out. But yeah, that's definitely. But see, as far as like the Jacksonville logo right here, all right, to me, it looks like a girl cat. It just does. You know. Now, the Lions logo, I would like to find a way to make it look more fierce. I mean, it's I don't know. There's something. It being all blue, I don't know. I think it needs more detail in the face. You know, I would like to see it look a little bit more rougher. To say, yeah, the Raiders. Yeah, that's definitely super cool. And like I say, that's one that has been time tested. Remember Denver's old logo where it was a D and the horse, the big D and the horse running through it. Oh yeah, I would. I would. That would be great if I was more into video games. Definitely. Yeah, create my own team and call them the maniacs. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, man, I could really dress up those uniforms and stuff like that. Just think if I incorporated it with The Walking Dead too. Yeah, the Lions logo is cool. I like the vintage look. I'm worried they screw it up. Yeah, that I can see that too, where they would. But like the see if I can find a old one somewhere. Oh man, former Detroit Lion logos. Okay, okay. Actually, we're gonna do that. Take that. And let's see here. Okay, I wanna. Oh, man, I don't know what that is. I don't want that. Okay. Oh, well, actually, see, that's an old logo, and that's kind of cool. That's vintage there. Well, see, I like that one, that logo there. I just wish the lines was more colored. Then here you have the outline of the lines, and that's of course bringing other logos in. Yeah, see, there's the old Tampa Bay logo right here. And it looked like they did a few changes. Okay, let's look at these logos. Gotta look at ah, okay. Gotta look at oh come on. It looked like Miami Dolphins logo was stayed pretty much the same. No. All right. Yeah, I didn't mean to be. Yeah, I didn't like the Rams new logo. I preferred the horns. Oh, yeah. Good. Yeah, there's all the different Rams logos. But yeah, and especially when it started, when it was the ones that started the whole logo thing. I mean, I like that one, the horns. This, of course, this was when they were in St. Louis more. That was stupid heck. Yeah, and this is that logo. I agree with you there. I definitely agree with you because that's not. No, what I wanted was. Yeah, I think the Browns logo takes the most explanation name after the old owner, which last name was Brown. They got the color. However, they adopted the dogs for the dog pound. I just can't deal with the new Fins logo. Okay, of course. Let's see. Gotta see how the while you look at the man. I don't even remember them being like that. I do remember. Yeah, here we're getting into all these. Oh shoot! I just gotta watch this logo stuff because I don't want to get trouble getting. Why isn't it? It should be going to the Seattle logo. I don't know about that one there. I mean, it's kind of neat. It's kind of neat where it's points it out and stuff. My WhatsApp number. Okay. So who is this? Is this Jackson or is this Kevin? Because I probably shouldn't put that on. Oh, Tim, did you ever see those lines work? Hard hats for sale. Where are you at? Matthew Roar of the Lions, UK said he would love to try to get one. Yeah, I'm in I'm in Minnesota, in Muskegon. I'm across the state. If I ever go there, if I ever go to Detroit, I will look for them there, and I'll look for them around here too. But might be able to get them from Amazon. Let's see. Okay, we this one should, yeah. Okay. I don't really care for that logo. That one's, but yeah, that one was more of what I remember seeing. So, and of course, and they haven't changed theirs at all once they got to be Titans. Yeah. Oh God, I get Myers off. Oh, okay. Hmm. Yeah, I'll look around. Yeah, I don't see them, and I don't really see them in stores, but I will look around and see if I can find them. You know, I mean um we don't have a lot of sporting goods merchandise stores around Muskegon here, but I'll check and see what I can find because those are cool, and maybe I can get a one if I can find one. Okay. All right, so by yeah, those are some old logos, you know. And remember, Baltimore, their old logo was different at first too. It used to have like uh, the B. Did you see that Val? Where okay? Did I see that vid where Gerdell interviewed him that he'd like the UK Europe to have three NFL teams? I did not see it, but I heard about it, and that's. I mean, see, that was one of the things that it's like I I don't mind them having teams, but I don't want them to take teams from the U.S. Okay, and I don't see how else they're going to do it. And if you go ahead and try to give three, if you try to just give three expansion teams, right away, it's just going to really devastate the draft. You know, you know, and why would you go with three rather than four? Unless you had one in Mexico. Because you would want to make things evened up. You would have odd amount of teams if if you went the expansion route. If you went ahead and you moved the teams from the U.S. I mean, my God, I'll tell you what. The only way I would ever quit being a Lions fan is if they moved out of Detroit. That would be the only way I'd quit. I would drop them because that would be if they went ahead and they moved over to Europe. That'd be it. That'd be the last straw. That's the way I feel. This team is my team. This team belongs in Michigan. I mean, I feel for anybody who has lost their team. You know, are they going to bring back? Are they going to bring back the old plane, the Concorde LOL? Do you recall when that was huge news? Yeah, and when they couldn't make enough money off it and they quit flying because it cost too much to fly the Concorde. Yeah, remember when they used to have NFL Europe and or the World League of American Football, when they used to have the World League of American Football, which later on being NFL Europe. I mean the cost to fly people there every with three teams, you couldn't have it isn't like you could just play there all the time. All I don't know. To me that would be nightmare, and you know no, sorry, that's okay. If they want to move some team to over to Moscow, because the Russian have been known as the Bears, the Russian Bear. Okay, move the Bears there. Leave my Lions alone. I know all the Bears fans are going to hate me for saying that, and I wouldn't blame them because you know I mean Forrest would not because yeah. Okay, I never got why the airline didn't incorporate the Concorde tech with their fleets of jets. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it was weird. They never did, you know. And then, you know, I don't know. But one thing, now, what two teams play this? I know isn't it Baltimore and Baltimore and who else play in Europe in London this week? I know it's Baltimore. Yeah, yeah. But I could just see. Can you hear Val? Oh no, you don't. Oh no, you don't. The Concorde was a state of the art. Did you know anyone who ever flew on it? If they did, they didn't tell me. If I knew anybody, they didn't. They didn't tell me. Did you? You know, you know what I would like to do? I would like to fly on that SpaceX thing. I think that would be cool as heck. Go to outer space and back. I mean, I'd love that, and I would have loved to have flown on the Concorde. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? Yeah, I caught a little bit of your show earlier that you posted. Yeah, it's been a week for me though. I'm finally feeling good enough to do a show. So that's yeah. But it's nice to see you, Steve. I, I did not yawn. You did not hear me yawn. That was not me. Okay, that was a sound effect. Yeah, thank you. I am feeling a lot better. I mean, I was yeah this yeah it was. I've been I've been saying every night I'm going to get on. I'm going to get on it, and it was like I come home from work and it would be like settle down a little bit and I mean today I didn't have to work today and I'll tell you I really didn't get up until almost I hate to it, I mean I woke up earlier but I didn't really get up and start doing things until almost 1 o'clock. I had an ex whose dad flew on the Concorde. He worked for the National Weather Service in Washington, D.C. He flew on it for work to Europe or back from Europe. Flew on it just to fly on it. Wow, that's cool. I seen some of it. I seen some of it. I actually tried watching it on my phone because on Twitch I could, but it was so low it was hard to see it. It was so small, but I should have just shut it off. I should have just uh, the screen part was really small for me to see. So I take it you watched it. I mean, for some reason on Amazon was playing on Twitch, and that's how I got it. The game was bad. Tim Denver was horrible. Yeah, I mean I heard. Yeah, I mean I watched what I could. I also heard where they're batting things down. I know Russell Wilson got things batted down. I know there was picks. Um, yeah, Denver got a long way to go, don't they? And they almost didn't get that touchdown because they had to challenge that play because at first the refs didn't call that touchdown a catch, but they challenged the play and they did get that touchdown. So I did make out that part. But like my screen on Twitch, it was just a little bit of my phone, so that's why I'm saying it was real. What I should have did was just shut off the chat, and then I could have actually seen it better. Or I should have went to a casino or bar instead. That would have been easier. But so, do you think Russell Wilson is done? I mean, I heard a lot of, I heard the games before this, a lot of it wasn't Russell Wilson's fault. It's been a defensive issue, you know. Tim, it is that the, okay, Tim, it is that the league, there are either teams that are really good or really bad. And even that hopefuls are really bad. There's hardly any in betweens. That is true. That is true. And when they were looking at getting parity in the league, and there really isn't parity in the league. You know, I was back and forth with the game and the Pistons game and the baseball playoffs. Wow. So what do you have, like three TVs set up, or do you just keep flicking channels? I mean, I would like to have like three or four TVs set up. I'll tell you that that's one thing about Jim's dad. I mean, when he would be like, uh, would go over to Jim's house, and he would his dad would be listening to the radio, watching TV, and usually playing guitar or something. So he did everything. Oh, you were a designated sports channel surfer. That's cool. That's cool. Wow. All right. So yeah, hey, thank you all for coming and watching Tasmania Sport. And like I said, do you watch baseball games now? I don't see a lot of them. I really don't. I watch some basketball, some hockey. It's just that with the way my schedule is, and it's being a second shifter, that takes a lot. One of the reasons I've been able to watch a lot of football games is because of them being on Sundays. You know, so that's what I really like. And that's why being a second shifter, that takes away from. And I know there are day baseball games and stuff like that, but like I leave for work, at usually at like 1 o'clock my time. So it's like right in between, and then I could get maybe some West Coast baseball games or something like that. But Diamondbacks versus Phillies, and the Rangers and Astros in the playoffs. Cool. Cool. God. You. Like I said, that was sound effect. I was not yawning. I like baseball, but it's just too long for me now. I grown up tired. I grown tired of it really quickly. Season needs to be shortened. Yeah, baseball season needs to be shortened, and the NFL season needs to be longer. Uh, I mean, at least 18 games. I would like to see 20 games, but at least 18 games. And one playoff, at least one more playoff spot per conference is what I would like to see. But strong yawning, like something wants to come out, but it's stuck. Like something has to pop. Hey Tim, you going to Michigan Midnight Madness next week? Uh, uh, what day is that on? Okay, I'll need to try. Michigan Midnight Madness. Oh, there's a. So that's at Fair State University. Shoot, I. This is the last Thursday I have off, so I'm probably not going to be able to make it. I can see if I can get it off. But that's under. We can see that it all depends on if my supervisor will let me have it off next week. That's what it depends on. Because I'm using off my vacation, but I get other vacation too. So that's why I was using this vacation up. But I do get other vacation too. So okay. Now Michigan State Madness is set for tomorrow. It says Michigan State Madness set for Friday, October 13th. So that. Oh, okay, okay. All aboard the sleepy time train. Oh yeah. Next thing you're going to do is sing a lullaby so that I'll fall asleep. Grandizer 12. Roar! Oh, you are? Cool. See, I growled that little bit Grandizer 12 and now I'm coughing.
Now, why doesn't that surprise me that you're going? I know Michigan State always has a great basketball program, just about every year. Yes, it is raining. It is raining. At least it was when I came in from the outside. But yeah, it is definitely. It's raining. It's cold. It's not snowing, but it is raining. And so love to sleep in a porch there where the outside air could get inside. Oh yeah, that would be cool. I don't really got I don't got screens in porch. The neighbors do though. No, I don't know them well enough to go sleep on their porch. I think they I think they are 2/3 in the country. Two or as far as for their rankings. Wow. But yeah, I know they really yeah state yeah Tom Izzo. Or are you talking about the number two or number three? Yeah, that's all right. A pipe dream of mine is to live in an attic that has a moon roof window and look up in the stars. Hey, yeah, you know what? That would be cool as hell. That would be cool. Definitely. Oh man, I got that. Okay, I gotta go fix. I'll just take that off for now. I gotta go fix something later, but I seen I messed up here. How did I? Okay, should just. All right, that's better now. No, I was actually watching. I was actually out when I was watching the game on my phone, so it isn't like I was. If I would have been home, I would have. Okay, well, you don't need to talk about that because you're too young for that right now. But that would be seeing the glory, that's for sure. Being out with nature shining in on you. So how would by the way, how did your deal go last week with going from Detroit to the Piston game? How did that work out pretty good for you? Steve? I mean, you were busy. That's for darn sure. You were busy. You went from one sporting event right to another. Oh God, I got to quit yawning, damn it. So who is it that state got this week as far as for football? I haven't looked at the teams that they play and stuff. I haven't looked at the matchups of any college. It was a hassle, man. I didn't stay for the Pistons game. I just got a couple autos and pitch and went to the Lions game. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I'm sure it was a hassle. Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. And dang, I gotta quit yawning. I don't want to yawn. I don't want to yawn. Oh, yeah. Oh, you saw Brigham Young or Bryce Young? Yeah, I'll tell you that was a sweet grab by Aiden Hutchinson. Did you get Bryce autograph? But yeah, that was. I'll tell you, yeah, Aiden Hutchinson is like leading, you know, leading. He got like three interceptions or something already this year. So that's good. I think it's three. I'll tell you, the Lions gave them everything and more than. Oh, okay, all right, but that's cool. You got to see them. I mean, that's one hell of a man. I'll tell you, live the dream, keep living the dream. That's for sure, man. They got to respect this defense and Josh Reynolds. Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, shoot, we went from being a darn awful defense against the run last season and previous seasons, and now we're considered the top defense against the run now. I mean, my gosh, that's darn good. I mean, that's just outstanding on how quickly this has developed. I mean, yes, they added some key players and key components from other, rookies and stuff like that, and then some free agents. But a lot of the people we have are people that's been on that team for a while, you know, and we're making it a place where people want to come and see. So that, I mean, that's just so great that the Lions are turning into this type of team, and we're I mean, but we're going to be able to get the free agents and stuff like that, and not need to way overpay like we had to in the past. Yeah, Bugs and McNeil has played well. Yep, that's true. They played well, and even Will Harris played well. I mean, you know, I mean, what one of the things I had trouble finding bums for the games because you know our team was clicking, and I mean the Lions beat them without Jameer Gibbs, without St. Brown on the team, and they still beat them. I mean, Cleve Raymond stepped up. Marvin Jones had a couple great pass receptions. Sam Laporte, man, that guy rocks. And then you also have um, David Montgomery, who is a beast. Then you got, I mean, Ben Johnson. I mean, he's a freaking mastermind at what he's doing. I mean, that's just so it's it's just so much of a turnaround. And Jerry Jacob and Cam Sutton, yep, yeah. I mean, it's just this team is together. It's rocking. It's a unit. They're getting so much respect now. That it's just. I mean, it's just so wonderful. I mean, the respect that is coming to this team. I mean, they're not being looked at as I mean, when you look at the NFL Network, when you look at other networks now, they're starting to really look at the Lions as being a powerhouse. You know, I mean, I was watching. A couple of days ago, I was watching the NFL Network, and and they, all three of them had the Lions ranked like fifth overall in the NFL. But one of them ranked them actually third, which I thought was great. Yeah, they're young and hungry. Yes, they are. Exactly. They're exactly. I mean, and I'll tell you what, it's just they're young, they're hungry, and they got structure. They got a vision. They got a vision, and they got that belief in themselves now. I mean, they're not defeated. That's what it's. I mean, it's just they're so piled up with the grit, the the determination, the drive, and now and they had the grit, the determination, the drive before, but now they got the ability to follow that up. And when I mean, it's just like they said St. Brown and actually Gibbs could have played if they needed to last week, but they were our offense is so strong when you can go and actually decide to rest the two of your players and still come up with the victory that we had. There's no complaining about playing time for these players. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Okay, guys, I just seen your your message that you sent me about the. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'll see if there's anywhere I can find them. You know, I mean, hey Tim, don't cough up a lung over there. But yeah, thank you. Thanks. I know. I need. Yeah. Hey, it's better than what it was. Believe me, it is freaking better than what it was. Because I'll tell you last Sunday on the late game, I tried doing that. You know, I actually had to stop had to stop my show because it was like I just couldn't. You know, I was coughing so much more than what I was talking. So so it was like I said I'm sorry. I had to stop. So, but thanks. Yeah, showing quite a few. Hmm. Oh, then the construction ones. Wow. I want to try to go to. Uh, I'm gonna try to get tickets to go to the Raiders game. I want to try to do that. Yeah, I don't have nice pajamas. I used to have a. Yeah, I should. I should. I should get some. Oh man, I remember I had these kind of like sweat. They were different sweatpants that I know Jimmy. I wore 'em. He didn't. Yeah, he didn't like these one pants that had light. They were they were kind of like sweatpants. I remember I wore them to watch a game one time with them, and they were different. Wow. Yeah, dang, yeah. Yeah, I should. Yeah, tickets have gone up, haven't they? When you get a winning team, that's one thing. That's one thing they make you pay for. Sure, it's a lot different than the USFL prices, aren't they? I'm going to need to start a GoFundMe. Start a GoFundMe so that I can go to Lions game. Oh, geez. Of course, I'm joking there. I was actually looking for, you know, there used to be a travel service here in Muskegon that would do, but they don't exist anymore. That would have Lions games go there every year. I yeah yeah that's the bad part about that too. Is that winning. If you want the best, you got if in order to be, I guess, in order to be the best, you gotta pay the best. God. Okay, now I see the Lions pajamas that Grandizer 12 just sent me. We need to get those subscribers up. Get the subscribers up, then I'll wear them on there. I'll definitely wear those. I'll get some Lions pajamas. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you that. Yeah, those tickets are. I remember what was it last year? They went down at least for a while because the how bad they were the year before. Oh no, that yeah. Oh, I was trying to look at hard hats and stuff. Yeah, Panthers. See, yeah, remember they were at least they were last year. Let's see what they're going to be this year. Yeah, and I remember that second game that I went to last year. They didn't sell the they didn't sell the end zone ones where I first met you, and so I know they were a little. We paid a little bit higher price than what we paid before. And one of my friends at work, he wants if the Lions. I was talking to him. He wants to go. if the Lions go to a playoff game and host a playoff game this year, he wants to get playoff tickets. I don't know if he realized how much they're going to. But I really hope they can be. I want to see them win a championship there too. Would that be great if the Lions won the Super Bowl and the Panthers won the USFL championship? Well, I guess it would be USFL XFL championship. That'd be awesome. I wonder what teams they're going to keep and what teams they're going to. So I wonder if the USFL and X. Wow, that's because Houston has two teams. They have one in the XFL and one in the USFL. So I wonder if they're going to keep the two teams in Houston or what. Yeah, sure would be. Man, I really want to go to a Super Bowl one of these years. I really want to see a Super Bowl. That'd be just awesome. That'd be awesome to actually go to Super Bowl and actually get on TV there. Would it? I mean, could you imagine? Now, if the Lions can keep doing what they're doing and be this team that is a powerhouse, they could easily outgrow Ford Field. But I don't want them moving to London. Okay, don't. That's I don't want them moving out of town or anything like that. I want them to stay in Detroit. All right, but I mean, could you imagine if if the Lions were to build, they could if they if they do things right, man, they could freaking oh boy. I wonder that would be cool. And it was I mean, and with Big E being there all the time and stuff, they were. It was weird. They were both kind of linked to the WWE. You know, so that would be great. I mean, and that was before anybody started talking about that. I I started talking about the USFL and the XFL should merge, and what I wanted to see would be, they could have like the USFL and the NFL. They go ahead and they merge, and then those two teams have like you have like the NFC and the AFC. Well, you'd have those two leagues would play each other, and then meet as far as for a championship game at the end. That'd be awesome. I mean that just would be just totally awesome. And why expand either league? When you would have you could have more games because you have more teams to play. You know, you won't need to compete against each other for tickets and stuff like that.
and also for time spots and that because I remember when the USFL was starting, the XFL was more or less towards the end before, and the playoffs were going on for the XFL. And you could add you could add a no, at least with those, you could add at least another round to the playoffs. Well, if you went ahead and you kept the playoff situation like it was now, it's up to in conference instead of leagues. XFL conference or the XF conference and the US conference. I don't. I'm gonna see the USFL XFL merger. Trying to see you. All right, let's see here. So it said the USFL or the XFL and the USFL said Thursday that the two spring leagues plan to merge and play begin play next year. In a joint statement, the XFL and the USFL said a merger will be subject to custody regulatory approval. Well, so it sounds like they still have some things to work out. Oh, Grandizer 12 is going to have me all fashioned lines. Yeah, yeah. You know what I could do? I could just go ahead and get like all these different line things, and then just and then every time I get a make it to like a different 100 subscribers or whatever, just go ahead and reveal a different article. I still got to do one. You want it this winter time. I still got to do a show outside in the winter when it's snowing because I that was when I got 50 subscribers and I got over 50 subscribers, but it's not snowing now, so I can't do it until winter comes. Because that was one of the deals that I made with Grandizer 12. Once I got 50 subscribers, I would do that. Yeah, I I really want to see him come to some games. That would be great to see The Rock come to some USFL, XFL games or XFL, USFL games. I wonder what the new league will be called because both needs to be represented. I think you know. Yeah, but I think I'm probably gonna call it night pretty soon here.
I do plan on being on a lot more this week. Um, Thank you guys for coming. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, Grandizer 12, you 313 New Breed. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Uh, Thanks for stopping in, Kevin. Uh, I do appreciate that. And I think it was your Jackson was the one that put his Discord on there, I think. But thank you for coming or for being on there. Um, but I'm, yeah, I've been on here almost 2 hours now, and it was definitely great. Uh, and I will be talking to you guys this weekend for sure. I'll be on sometime tomorrow, and definitely on sometime Sunday for sure. I will definitely be streaming the Lions game. I don't know about the other what other games I'll be able to stream. Uh, but we will talk to you later, and remember to roar. All right, this is Maniac Tim saying goodbye. I do appreciate everybody coming in. Take care. All right, bye.